Plaintiff Danielle Murray says she started dating the defendant after they met on Facebook, and they eventually got engaged. Danielle says after the engagement, she found out that the defendant was having a baby with another woman, and she's suing him today for van storage fees and traffic tickets. Defendant Bryant Mills says Danielle is so crazy that while he was staying with her, he was forced to call the police because Danielle had him locked in the home and tried to throw bleach on him. Bryant admits that he drove Danielle's van on a suspended license, but insists it's Danielle's fault that the storage fees accumulated.
Prove your case.
Yeah, and I met Mr. Mills on Zeus around the 18th of January.
What's that?
It's Facebook.
Okay.
Thereafter that, Mr. Mills moved in with me.
How long before?
About a couple of months.
Okay, a couple of months after meeting a man on Facebook,
Yes.
You allowed him to move in with you.
Yes.
Then what?
Then the relationship progressed. Then he asked me to marry him.
How long after meeting him?
About 3 months.
3 months.
Basically.
Then what?
Yep. Thereafter that, we had a family meet and greet. My family got to meet his family. Everything went fine. Right after that, Mr. Mills started changing. He started going out. Females started texting him 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Phone calls started coming.
You ain't changing. You never knew him in the first place.
You're right.
Meet a man on Facebook, move him in 2 months, get engaged in the next month, and you talking about change.
I was dumb.
You didn't know it.
Dumb. You're right.
Go ahead.
You're right.
Could have been a closet crackhead. Go ahead.
You're right.
So he was a womanizer, you believe?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I was sitting in my house. Mr. Mills walked through the door. He was on the phone talking to some chick. And I said, what, I'm invisible? But you don't see me? He went upstairs, changed his clothes, came back downstairs, still was talking to the female. I said, you're gonna disrespect me in my house? I said, enough is enough. I'm done. On a Tuesday morning, I went to work, came home, Mr. Mills moved out of my house. 3 days later, he came back. He needed to iron his suit for one of his best friend's funeral. I let him come back in my house, iron his suit. Then he ran down my steps and punched my brother in his face.
Why?
Talking about because he disrespected him weeks ago.
Let me hear from him, ma'am. Sir?
First of all, she is crazy. I met her on MySpace. It's been Facebook. It's been crazy ever since. The girl is a Facebook monster.
Did you move in with her 2 months after meeting her?
I stayed there occasionally on weekends.
Did you propose marriage to her 3 months after meeting her?
Don't know why, but yes.
Okay, you crazy too.
Yeah, I must have been real crazy, Your Honor. I was real crazy.
Crazier.
But the reason why I left her is because, like, I would come over her house, take a shower, get dressed to go to my Masonic meetings. She think I was going to see somebody else. It even got to a point where one time I had to call the police to come bail me, get me out the house.
Wow.
They banging on one side of the door, I'm banging on the other side of the door.
Wow.
She wouldn't let me out. She stood at the door like a sumo wrestler or something, just to keep me from getting out the house. Even then, she even tried to throw bleach on me.
I'm glad you didn't put your hands on her.
And yeah, I was raised better.
He tried.
I was raised better.
But like my cousin told him, I backs down from no one.
I mean, we get to a point where she throw bleach on you and back you. She try to hide my car keys, prevent me from going out.
Did she catch you with all these texts to other women and from
I'm a Mason, and we do a lot of Masonic functions. So my Masonic brothers constantly texting me from one point to another.
The men?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
He said he wasn't going with women.
No men.
He said,
wasn't no men at all.
all right, go ahead, sir.
I don't see how she could see through the phone.
Yeah, how did you know, ma'am?
Oh, after we got engaged, then he said that he's having a baby.
Text. You said you saw all type of
The
text.
females talking about you never called me
on his
back.
phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I did. And I
heard
spoke
that?
to several of them.
Give us a name.
Yeah, she.
Oh, Michelle.
You know Michelle?
She went through my
you
phone.
know Michelle?
Yes,
Where?
I do.
She's a Mason too?
Nah.
Hello? That's his baby's mother.
Give me another one.
Oh God, I can't even think her
So
name.
many can't even count.
Yep.
Exactly.
And they started contacting me on Facebook.
You know about any of this?
All these girls are through Facebook communication friends. Come on. I mean, she constantly getting cell phone texts also. I don't question her, but who's calling her?
How did you all break up?
Police helped me out the door.
Oh wow.
And I left when she went to work. I got my belongings, and I left, and I never came back.
Oh,
except
wow.
for that one time.
Wow, twice.
And I lost my mind then.
Twice.
Once.
Why do you say
Twice.
you lost your mind?
I came back, so I must have been crazy.
Twice.
Any witnesses want to speak?
Yeah. First
Stand
of all,
up, ma'am. Stand up. State your
First
name.
of all, we
State
talking
your
about
name, ma'am.
Juanita Hodge. First of all, we talking about Facebook. You don't give nobody your address. You don't give nobody your phone number, and you definitely don't take a man in your house that you don't know meeting on Facebook. Especially if you have children in the house, you don't know what's on the other side of that page. He could have been a murderer, a rapist, a child molester. He could have been any of these things.
All right. Ma'am?
Yes. If
Your
I was so
witness
much
want to speak?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You want to speak?
Come on up, ma'am. State your name.
My name is Janine Murray.
What do you want to tell me?
I'm the sister of Danielle. I wanted to tell you that I had met Mr. Miller on several occasions at my house, at my sister's house. I never met this lady right
You met
here.
him on several occasions?
Yes.
All right. You never got his name right out of all those
Yes,
times?
I got Brian right.
You call him Miller.
Mills, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Mills. All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. And what type of guy do you know him to be?
He's a very fair guy.
Okay. What other good things do you want to tell us about him?
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay, well, at least you have one good thing to say about him. Thank you. You can have a seat. I didn't hear you say anything bad about him. That's
good. That's a plus.
You might want to thank her.
Thank you very much.
For the testimony. What has he done to you for storage fees and traffic tickets?
I purchased a van back in February 26. I paid $17.50 for it. A week after I purchased the van, I found that my license was suspended. So I went down and paid $2,000 to my district to try to get my license back. My little cousin said, well, Danny, I'll put the van in my name. You're liable for everything. On April 13th, my van got taken from Mr. Mills. The cops pulled us over. And
you were in the car?
I was in the car. After the officer ran his info, that's when he came back and said his license was suspended. So I called my sister, Janine, woke her up, got her out of bed, and asked her to come get me. She came and got us. She went to the officers and said, what can I do to keep the van? They said nothing because they was on their way to come to it. Mm-hmm. We got in her car. She took us to traffic court. He went in traffic court. He came back out and said, Danny, I'm going to come up with the money.
The money for what?
To get the car back.
Mm-hmm. The impound fee?
Yes, the impound fee and his tickets.
Okay.
And he said, when I get my check, I'm going to get the car back. Lord behold, a month later, never got my car back.
You still haven't?
Haven't. They sold the car. I went down there to try to get it back. It was over $1,000.
Storage fees, how does he owe you for that?
I have to pay the storage fees. It's $145.
Traffic tickets?
It's a red light ticket and an expired meter that I had to pay for. I have a promissory note from my cousin stating that I'm liable for everything that's on that vehicle, as far as them tags and as far as everything.
Okay, you have something saying that?
Yes.
Sir, what do you want to tell me?
First of all, Your Honor, I was driving the vehicle. We both was in the truck. At the time the truck got pulled over. They ran my license, came back suspended. She knew my license was suspended from before I even started driving the vehicle. When they asked her, did she have license? She said, yes, I have license. I don't have them on me, but I can give you my number. She gave the officer her driving license number. The officer came back, stated that her license was also suspended. She got smart with the officer. They impounded the truck.
Wow.
Okay, so I told her, my workman comp check come, we'll go get the van. It was $640 to get the van out. My workman comp check came. She says to me, she said, well, don't worry about the truck, Brian. She was behind in rent, and she was behind and some furniture that she had rented. So she said, if you pay that, I'm not gonna worry about the truck. As long as you have a truck, I could drive your truck. So being the guy that I am, that's what I did.
And you say she said don't worry about it?
She said don't worry about it. She let the van sit in storage over a month at $75 a day.
Wow.
She says you let it sit there.
No, I didn't let it sit. That's her van.
My family was
Yeah,
going to
but
give
you
me the
had
money.
it impounded. It was
Thank you.
impounded because of your actions.
Okay, well, she said don't worry about the van.
They was gonna give me the money.
Wait a minute. When I was going to give her the money to go get the van out of impoundment, that's when she came to me and said don't worry about it. I just need the furniture paid off and I need the rent caught up. So that's what I did.
Traffic tickets, sir.
Traffic tickets is in my name, and I'm currently on the payment plan today. Paying to finish paying them off.
To pay her?
No, to pay my traffic tickets off.
You didn't pay them
yeah.
on his behalf?
I paid them.
You have evidence?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You want to say something
Yes.
else? Stand up.
On that day when I arrived on the scene, I talked to both of the parties. They told me that to go to the police officer, show them my license, and they will release the van to me. I talked to the police officer. They indicated to me that Mr. Bryan's license is suspended. They already called the impoundment, so it was a waste of my time getting out of my bed and everything to come and rescue them. And no van.
Is that fair?
Is that fair? No, that's not fair.
You the one said he was a fair man.
Because he said that his license wasn't suspended.
I thought
is
you
what
said he
to
was
me.
a fair man.
He was a fair man when I met him.
Oh.
When I met him,
He
I
turned
first met
bad?
him. That's the first time that I'm hearing about how they met. I never even knew they met on Facebook.
Yes, you did.
This is my first time.
So you wouldn't have been down here for this foolishness if you'd have known that, huh?
No, I always told my sister, you need to look closely and watch who you date.
When I did work in your house and put a dance pole in your bedroom, it was fair then, wasn't it?
Dance
Oh, you
pole in
loved
her
it then.
In her bedroom, she asked me, I installed a dance pole.
That's her business.
I installed a dance pole, Your Honor, in her room. I was
and how
okay
you
then.
on workman's comp, collecting and putting
Okay,
things
but I was a fair man then. Why can't I be a fair man now? Fair is
on
fair.
workman's comp,
Ma'am?
collecting the check for putting the dance floor in
You have a
somebody's house.
stripper pole in your
That's
bedroom?
what,
right. Yes,
that's,
you
that's
do.
what my
Surely
exercise,
do.
that's what my
And
entertainment.
Ain't got stuff on it.
That's for
Surely
your
you had the
entertainment.
pleasure of
All
doing
right.
it.
Ain't got stuff on it, Your Honor.
Yeah, and he got paid for doing it.
Of
I
course.
ain't get it done free.
On workman's comp,
I'm
by
with
putting
you. You
dance
said
floors
that's for
on.
your entertainment.
That's right.
There
Surely
you go.
is.
All
That's
right. Keep
Surely is.
entertaining.
But you didn't know me, though.
Surely
Keep
is.
entertaining. All
You didn't know
right.
me, though.
I do you through my
Oh,
sister.
okay.
I do you through my sister.
Okay.
I know. The money come back home.
Ma'am, you say he did agree to pay, though?
Yep, I got text messages stating that he was
Sir?
going to pay.
Your Honor,
Let me see your text.
she asked me to pay the rent. I gave her $300 twice for rent. $430, also $330.
Wow.
Live it there.
Where? You was
I was
living
staying there
at
occasionally. I wasn't living there.
Wasn't working.
And I gave her $200 on one time to pay the insurance.
My insurance.
I'm listening for you to say I gave her $1,750 for the cost of the van, I gave her $270 for the storage fees, and I gave her $411 for the traffic tickets. Are you about to get to that?
No, I can't
All
say
right,
that.
because that's what
But
you told her you would pay
I
in
didn't-
this text, sir. Judgment for the plaintiff, $2,431, and your sister came to court, so the least you can do is buy her a new pole
Surely can.
for her entertainment. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I can't stand him.
That's fine. I'm glad this is all over. She can
Over
move on.
with, down with it, glad.
She can move on with her life. I can move on with
No
my
more
life.
dating on Facebook.
No more.
No more dating on Facebook.
Stop calling
You don't know
me.
what
Stop
you get.
threatening me. Stop harassing me. Let's have
Stop
fun.
coming around the house. Stop doing everything.